Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today's review, going to go over to Vaperz Cloud, look at the new RTA. Going to call this one, the Vaperz Cloud Valkyrie Mini RTA. Now the Valkyrie Mini, as the name suggests, it's going to be the smaller version of the original Valkyrie. That one was going to be a 30mm RTA. The Valkyrie Mini is 25mm or 24. In the packaging there you get a spare base you can change to make it from 25 to 24mm. I'll show that more up close. It's going to be a single coil RTA, not dual like its bigger brother. So yeah, what we'll do first, go down, open the box, look around the packaging, look around the RTA itself, throw in a quick build. We'll come back up top and we'll talk about it. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, here are the packaging for the Valkyrie Mini RTA. Usual brown box, on the front says Valkyrie and the logo. Around the box, nothing outside. This side, Vaperz Cloud. This side just tells you what it is. Mine will be the brushed steel. On this side, a few details. This will be a 25mm RTA, unlike the original Valkyrie, which was 30mm. Like I said, it's also going to be a single coil, not dual coil. I've got batch 1. It's available in 5 colours. Matte black, gunmetal, stainless steel, gold or electric blue. Indicator there is that mine's going to be stainless steel. Little cutout here to open it up. So on the top, going to get a little user manual, obviously. A little bag, some spare O-rings, some spare post screws. Inside the kit here, there's an empty chamber, because mine's going to be TPD version. I bought mine from Vaping 101. There's a bubble glass included, but it doesn't come inside the packaging. They have sent one separately, here I'll show you. So yeah, I think if you buy this outside the UK, there may be a bubble glass already installed in here, but this one does not. Going to take it out quickly. So you can get the RTA itself, obviously, and then a 24mm base, which I'll show you later on. Like I said, Vaping 101 sent me this as well for the packaging. So I do believe this holds 2mm in this standard straight glass. I think it's about 3.5 with the bubble glass. So yeah, this is going to be the Valkyrie Mini RTA. As you can see, stainless steel. Go to the base first quickly. So there's Vaperz Cloud, serial number 0247. Now this one, there's 2 screws here. If you want to change this base, like I said, this would be 25mm RTA. If you've got a device that's going to be like 24mm, they have provided this little base here. You can see it goes in slightly to 24mm. To change this one over, undo the 510 pin, undo these 2 screws, that will pop straight off. Then you put that one on place, screw it down obviously, and screw the screws in. On the 24mm base and the 25mm base, it will be the same serial number 0247. So it's quite nice to give you an option about a 25 or a 24. Like I said, it will come out to 25 straight away more or less. But right at the base here, it's going to be 24. So yeah, it's a nice option obviously. On the top, 810 drip tip, just pop it out. Inside there, nice O-ring. I've had no issues with this one. Any 810s fitted in here just fine. It will be top fill. This section here, it's about a third of a turn. And it comes off. You can see here, it's got 2 fill ports and there's going to be a silicone seal. I will say one thing, these fill ports, they might look big on camera, but they're not really big in real life. Sometimes you have a bit of an issue with your juice getting your nozzle inside there. A 50ml bottle is okay, a big chunky bottle, it'd be a bit of an issue, you might get it leaking. I do wish that these fill ports had been slightly bigger than they are, but that's what it is. Like I said, there's going to be a nice seal here to seal it all up. Top airflow, so it comes from the top down to the coil. Show that when you open it up. We've got 3 rows of air holes here. I think it's going to be 11 holes on each row. So that's 33 holes on this side and this side. You can spin this around totally. So right now it's fully open. Turn it around as you can see in the camera. Just close them all off. So you can really fine tune this one. I've been vaping my one with about 9 holes on both sides. That's been fine for me for a really restricted direct to lung. This RTA is not mouth to lung, obviously. This is purely direct to lung. Fully open. It's quite an area vape, I must say. Anywhere halfway down for me is fine. But like I said, 3 rows of 11. So that's 33 this side, 33 on this side. To get to the base, the deck, sorry, unscrew this part. Put it on one side. So like I said, the straight glass, I believe it's going to be 2 mils of e-liquid. Take it off. I'll show you the bubble glass, how it looks. I personally am not keen on this one, the bubble glass. So with the bubble glass, it looks a bit like that. Some people might like that. That's not for me. I'd rather just use a straight glass, unfortunately. Not as much juice capacity, but I don't like the looks of this bubble glass myself. On the outside of the chamber, obviously Vaperz Cloud logo. And inside here, it's going to be an ultimate insert. You can pull this out. It's going to be a little O-ring there on the top. I will say, unlike with the Valkyrie 30mm, when you use the billet one, you can put the ultimate insert on the deck itself like so. Then screw it down. I recommend this one. Leave this one inside all the time. When you go put it all together, just put your base in there. Turn it around until it falls into place. Like so. And you just screw it down. So yeah, the insert, leave it inside. Don't take it out. Pop out quickly and I'll show you that one. Well, like I said, it's going to be an ultimate insert. So the airflow will come in at the top here. Come on the outside down. Go through this one hole here. And this one hole here. I'll show you the build deck quickly. As you can see, single coil build deck. There's going to be a little notch here. This small notch, not the big one, that will line up here like this. So this will sit like that. So the airflow will come through this side and this side. So it's going to come in and hit the coil. So you do the coil with this one. You want that coil to be in the center. So the airflow is hitting it evenly on both sides in. You can see here with the deck, nice and simple deck. It's going to be flathead post screws there. Undo 2 screws. Put your legs in here and pull your coil over. Show the coil placement later on. Going to zoom in slightly for this one. So you can see in the build deck, inside here the wicking part here is just totally open. You've got one channel this side and one channel this side. So when your coil's in place here, just pack all your cotton down here. Make sure you cover this hole up and this hole up, because as you can see they are really big open channels, I must say. But it's nice and easy to wick, I must say. I've had no issues with this one. So yeah, like I said, undo those 2 posts, put your legs in there, pull your coil over. Like I said, keep it in the middle, because that airflow insert is going to come in at both sides, front and back of the coil. So you want to keep that airflow, your coil lined up properly here. It depends on how you like to vape this one, about your coil placement. I like my airflow to hit my coil on the side and underneath. So my coil will be quite high up. You can lower it down. It all depends on how you want the airflow. If you want the airflow to hit the coil purely at the side, you can lower the coil down. If you want it to hit the side and underneath, raise it slightly. It's one of those RTAs that you have to sort of play around with and build yourself. I can't tell you the perfect way to do the coil placement because we're all different. But yeah, I'll show you my coil through that hole later and install it. So yeah, what we'll do is put a quick build. So yeah, the coil for Nature Vape today will be my 4-core parallel fused Clapton coil, camphor wire, in a diameter will be 3mm and ohm wise will be about 0.3 ohm. This one, need my coily tool, got here. I've been cutting my legs with this one at 5mm because of the way I place my coil, my airflow to hit the side and underneath slightly. I find 5mm is fine. Play around. If you want to lower your coil lower, you might have to cut it like maybe a 4.5. Anywhere between 4.5 and 5.5 would be fine. But like I said, I've been using mine at 5mm. So cut these quickly. So yeah, 5mm. Get the deck. I've run under my post screws. Like I said, they are flathead, but it's quite easy with this one. Put your coil straight into place. Push it down. Screw them in. Once it's all screwed down, get your rod or screwdriver and pull your coil over. So I like mine to be, like I said, in the centre, but quite high up for me personally. Like I said, you can put it further in and further down. I like mine to be slightly up. If I get the airflow top cap, show what I mean. You can see there through the coil there. That coil is a bit too low down for me. Some people might want the coil low down like that. Depends on your style of vaping. So I want mine slightly higher than that. Not too high, because you don't want to touch the top of this obviously. And for me, that's about fine. The airflow will come in at the side here, hit the coil at the side and underneath slightly. But like I said, you can put this coil further down. It is going to be one of those builds that depends on your style of vaping. Let's check the ohms of this one. That's read at 0.24. Let's turn that down slightly first. It's going nicely. Gonna move that coil just slightly down, slightly on that side. Just like that for me is fine. Like I said, make sure it's more or less the center of this deck so the airflow hits it evenly at both sides. Let it cool down or wick it up. As always, my grenade cotton in the diameter will be 3mm. So this one, cotton straight through. Nice and tight. Now this one, I like to cut my cotton just slightly over the edge of the base. Then give it a nice bit of a comb out. So yeah, like I said, down here at the base, those wicking parts are going to be quite big. You need to get a lot of cotton down there, but not obviously too much. So push it straight down inside. You want to keep this centre part, sorry I'm off the camera there. You want to keep the cotton here, covering that base totally. But try and have a bit of a gap here for the airflow. You can see they've got a gap going all the way through. If I juice it up, it's going to be easy to play with. Grab my juice. Once it's all juiced up, you can just play around slightly. Like I said, keep the cotton this way against that hole, this way against the hole, but try to have a bit of a gap going here under the coil for the airflow to come this side and this side together. That's settled down at a 0.31 in the end. Really nice. Tidy up the cotton slightly. Don't want any overhanging. It might look like a lot of cotton's in there, but it's not. You need to remember those ports are wide open. That cotton needs to cover all this part here and all the way around to about here. So put a lot of cotton inside like I showed you, but try and leave a little gap underneath here for the airflow. So yeah, let's get the top piece, put it all back together. So just insert. Leave it inside, just push it in, it stays in place. Straight glass for me. Like I said, when you push it over, as you turn it around, it will fall into place and you can just screw it down. Then we'll fill it up. Like I said, these juice ports here, they're not really big as you can see. Try to get a bottle inside there, it's a bit of a squeeze. It can be done, I wish it was just a bit bigger than that. You can see here, it's a bit messy. Sometimes it bubbles up slightly. You got to do it slowly with this one. Even though there's two holes, these holes are too small. With your bottle inside there, just give it a bit of an airlock. So do it really slowly to fill it up. Don't squeeze it too fast or it will just bubble over. Like so. Get the top piece. Like I said, bayonet. Third of a turn. Now my airflow, like I said, I'm going to mine with mine about halfway open, like so. Yeah, let's change the wattage now to 25. $8 drip tip. Quick vape. Really, really nice. Really nice airflow, really smooth. So yeah, that was going to be the Valkyrie Mini. Let's go up top, have a quick talk, have a quick vape. So yeah, that was going to be the Valkyrie Mini, up close and personal. So the same build, it still reads at a 0.31. I've increased my wattage now to 30 watts. My airflow is about halfway open. Have a quick vape. and halfway open, it's a nice, slightly restricted direct lung. If I fully open it all the way, totally, fully open, it's a real open direct lung. Bit noisy though, fully open. It is a smooth airflow, but fully open can be quite noisy. Not too noisy, but a bit noise. If I close it down to say 6 holes on each side, so almost closed down. More quiet airflow and a really nice restricted direct lung. Like I said, I like mine one with about 9 holes on each side. There are going to be 33 holes on each side, so there's a lot of airflow coming in here. But it is quite smooth coming in and going to the coil. Like I said there, fully open, a bit noisy. Gonna go over the looks for this one. I like the look of this one. It's a nice simple design. I like the top fill section, really easy to fill. And I like the airflow control ring. That airflow control ring right now is really tight. When I set it to a certain airflow, put it in my pocket, it doesn't move around. It might over time get looser, but right now it's a nice tight airflow ring, I must say. Going down to the glass, it is nice that they give you a straight glass and a bubble glass. This one, I will say, you may need to use a bubble glass more than a straight glass. That'll be a bad point I'm going to get to later on. Going down to the build deck, simple build deck, very different than the original Valkyrie 30mm. It's going to be a single coil build deck, this one. As I showed you, you use the same sort of airflow insert inside the chamber. The airflow comes down at the side and at the side of the coil. As I showed you in the up close when I did my build there, I like my coil fairly high up. I like the airflow to come and hit the coil at the side and slightly underneath. You might want to lower that coil down. You might want to raise it the same height as mine. It's one of those build decks that you need to play around. Depends how you like your airflow to hit the coil. I always like my airflow to hit the side and slightly underneath. So my coil is quite high up, but you can lower it down obviously. My legs, 5mm for my style of building. This one I would say between 4.5mm and 5.5mm, so we cut your legs and then play around. Like I said, my airflow, I like it the way it is now. Hitting the coil at the center and just slightly underneath the coil, giving it really, really good flavor. Like I said, the ultimate insert inside the chamber, leave it inside there. Like the original Valkyrie, you could take it out and put it on top of the deck and then put it together. That one, leave it in place. You don't need to take it out. Put it together, turn it around till it clicks into place and screw it down. So yeah, look-wise, I do like it. Go back to the top, sorry. The drip tip, it's a nice 810 drip tip. I've not changed it for my own, but I will do later on. Because this one for me personally is quite a low profile. I like a slightly wider or taller drip tip. For this one, my mouth goes all the way over it all the time. But that's just going to be a personal thing. I like a slightly taller drip tip. So yeah, I might change it, I might not. But this one is really good. Also there in the packaging, one more point will be obviously the base. This will be a 25mm RTA. Like I showed you, there's a second base there that you can change over and screw it down to make it 24mm. That's good if your device is going to only hold 24mm, so it's not got any overhang. It does taper out straight away to 25, but it just stops on 24. So the fact that they included that in the packaging is going to be really, really good. Going to go over the good points and the bad points. We're going to start with the bad points. One's a bad point, one's going to be a minor niggle. My one major bad point will be the fill port on this one. Those 2 holes, they are quite small, as I showed you there, filling it up to get your nozzle inside. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, and even though there's 2 of them, one for your juice, one for the air to escape, when you're filling this one, you need to do it slowly. If you do it really fast, it will bubble over. That air isn't escaping from your second hole. It's got a bit of an airlock. Those juice holes should be a bit bigger, I think, personally. 50ml bottle is fine. A chunky nozzle bottle, you'll have a bit of a problem filling this one. So yeah, that's going to be a bad point. My only minor niggle bad point will be the glass and the capacity. This one, being what it is, it's 25mm RTA, but with a straight glass, only holds 2ml of e-liquid. With a bubble glass included, and separately obviously, that'll hold 3.5 I believe. This RTA, with this sort of build, goes through juice quite quickly. With a 2ml glass, you'll be filling this quite a few times a day. I don't want to really use a bubble glass though, because it's a bit too ugly for me. That's going to be personal. If you like bubble glass, I will say straight away change this one for the bubble glass, because 2 mils of e-liquid, you will be feeling this quite a lot. One more vape. That's going to be it for bad points. Good points, obviously. Really looks good. Build quality, no problem there with the build quality. And like I said, that build deck, really easy to build on. Single coil, not dual coil. It's going to be, like I said, depends on your style of vaping, where you position that coil. Those juice wicks at the main build deck, they are totally open. You need to put a lot of cotton down there. Not tightly, but you need to put a lot of cotton down there to cover those holes. If you don't cover those holes, it won't leak, obviously, because it's going to be top fill, but you get a bit of a gurgly noise now and again. So yeah, a lot of cotton, but not tightly packed in there. Cover those 2 wicking ports totally, and it'll be fine. So yeah, I've enjoyed this one. I've enjoyed building on it. Really simple, really easy to build. Gonna go over to the flavour with this one. Flavour for me, this sort of coil has been really, really good. I'll say this is going to easily be an 8 to 8.5 for flavour. So yeah, really good airflow, really good build deck, really simple and really good flavour. Just like I said, it's going to be 25mm RTA that holds 2 mils of e-liquid. That's a bad point really. You need to use this one, the bubble glass. I don't like that one, but I will say if you're going to use it regularly, change it for the bubble glass. So yeah, guys and girls, that's my thoughts and my opinions on the Vaperz Cloud Valkyrie Mini RTA. No disclaimer, I did buy this for myself. I bought this one from Vaping 101 in the UK. So yeah, guys and girls, hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Didn't, give it a thumbs down. If you're new to me, not seen me before, my name is Kieran. This is of course another vape channel, and we will see you all on the next one.